Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zmore, the dad in DPS, and today we're back with another episode of The Good, The Scrap, and The Script, a series where I test weapons I've either found or made in Appalachia and see if they're up to the test. Either way guys, before we get into it, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And today's weapon is Pepperidge Farm Dismembers. Now this is a pepper shaker that we created in one of our recent crafting videos, and it has quad, limb damage, and weapon breaks 50% slower. This is the ultimate I'm going to break every bone in your body weapon. And what I'll say is the pepper shaker is not the most powerful weapon in the game, for definite. It is a foregone conclusion, but it is certainly something fun and something that I want to use and want to play around with, especially since I'm using a very particular armor set. There is Tales of the Strangler Heart armor set and certain weapons. Shotguns in particular apparently work really well with it, and we're going to see how this works out today, because I like testing things and seeing if things are fun to use. Now this is the build we're currently using. Obviously don't take it too seriously, I'm just playing around in this video and having a little bit of fun, because this is just a stupid weapon and a fun weapon, and we're just trying to use something that is a bit more interesting than the usual max out your DPS blah blah blah. Alrighty, so we are starting with the Super Mutants of Westech, and the great thing about this weapon is you get to do this. As you can see, very accurate, very good at getting those headshots, and very good at liquefying anything you point it at into just a fine slurry. What I would also say is that with this weapon you can refine this accuracy even further with Formula P that you get from Project Paradise, or rather you get the plan for, and this is going to enable you to do some pretty heftily crazy things with this weapon. I absolutely love the pepper shaker. It is just fantastic, but it isn't as powerful as obviously a lot of guns that are in the game. You're going to use up a lot of ammo on just regular enemies and on bosses, but the kind of point of it isn't to just, you know, damage. It's to absolutely cripple anything that you use it on, and you don't get the full idea of it when you're using it on trash mobs. Like, these enemies don't give you the full idea of what this thing is fully capable of, and we're going to show you that in a little second, but we are just having fun and taking away their legs. I love this weapon. I don't think it'd be one of my weapon testing videos if we weren't taking a quick trip to visit Jeff in his pond, and what we're going to do is do a quick shot there, a quick shot there. Jeff is now crippled for life, and then we're gonna proceed to just wail on him in any way, shape and form. This is the thing about this weapon. It cripples limbs so easily, and Jeff does not stand a goddamn chance. And then we come to our other test subject. Now we'll wake her up and we're gonna aim for those legs real quick, get her down on the floor, and then we're going to proceed to completely annihilate her and her family. Like, this weapon is absolutely fantastic for wiping out trash mobs, I'm going to be honest. But it's just, it's satisfying, like the whole laser beam thing going there. And you're seeing, like, normally the Mirelurk Queen would be coming to punch me in the face. Normally the Mirelurk King would be coming to punch me in the face. Look at how much this completely trivializes enemies. Like, every time I aim it at something, I am neutralizing them. The main thing I would say this thing is not going to be able to neutralize is her spouts, but at the same time I think they are now gone. And then we just get to sit around beating on her. Like, it is a foregone conclusion. We're getting attacked by random crap at this point, but you just aim, fire, and just watch them die. This is more a weapon that you use because enemies just can't do anything against you. Like, that guy's sitting over there. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I've crippled your limbs, and you can't chase me. Yeah, it's not doing the best DPS. Yeah, it's not doing the best damage that you will ever see in any way, shape, or form in the game. But Jesus Christ, does it work? So, as a little special treat for today's weapon, I decided to bring it along to the Scorch Beast Queen. And the reason for that being is that this thing, in theory, should bring this giant turd to the ground. Now, we'll see if it does work that way, but I'm not sure if it will or will not, but that's the kind of purpose I made it. I want her on the floor and walking the dinosaur, which it is doing. So yeah, let's cripple the crap out of her and just keep her down on the ground. And you're seeing, like, it doesn't actually do bad damage. If you add up all those twos, that is a lot of different numbers. And it's a fun weapon to use. But this is the kind of primary use for this. It's for crippling big targets and keeping them on the floor. And this is very much what I wanted to use this for. I mean, you saw it there. She landed pretty damn quick after we used it. And if we are using this in tandem with other things, then we are in better positions. Now, I don't know if you can cripple her limbs, but we can at least hope that you can do. But that's a primary reason you want, like, the frost weapons, because they'll help keep her on the floor. And somebody was using some frost damage, but it wasn't good enough. But yeah, we'll start re-crippling those limbs. Hopefully she drops. And yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is working as intended. This is a support weapon that we can use to get her down. Probably not the best weapon to be shooting her in the face with, but I find it oddly satisfying. It's just a bap, 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 bap. And with that, we come to daily ops. Now, in daily ops or expeditions, we are using this weapon, and we are absolutely shredding the daily life out of anything that comes across us. This is the advantage of this weapon, is that against just common general enemies, against anything that you find in the wasteland that's just small and weak, you will absolutely annihilate them within a couple of seconds, especially if you're aiming for those headshots. And the greatest thing about that is that in daily ops, you're going to get your ammo back in spades as well. It's just a very fun and satisfying gun to use. Now, I have to reiterate, it's not a boss killer, but it is a boss crippler. It's the type of weapon you can use against the bigger targets, but not necessarily use on them to kill them. Like, you've seen me use this on everything in this video here. Pretty much all of the biggest targets. It is effective. It is very, very effective at what it does. But I would reiterate that you're not going to take down gods with it. You are going to cripple them though. And that is the video now. As you saw, this weapon is incredibly effective at what it does. It is very good at crippling enemies, it's very good at disabling things, and it's good at killing just average enemies in Appalachia. I definitely recommend that you use the Pepper Shaker. I absolutely love the weapon, I have done since it was made. It's not the best weapon in the game, but that doesn't mean it's not worth using. Either way guys, if you've enjoyed this video and enjoy watching stuff like this, don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe, especially if you're going to comment down below anything that you'd like to see in future videos. Either way guys, I'll catch you next time in the wasteland.
Through the dark, moonlight's dimly shining, a shadow creeping. Feel your hearts entwining, a twisted mind, seeking prey to devour in the dead of the night.